Do you have bad posture? Well, I don't. Not anymore. I actually have the opposite problem, surprisingly. I get told I'm too. I stand too upright. Makes people uncomfortable. Now, that's not the best to hear, but for me, it's actually a sign of huge improvement. When I was younger, back in high school days, not confident, I was also influenced by cartoons where cartoon characters would be hunched over. I thought it was cool to be slouched all the time. If I'm on a chair, we're sitting like this. If I'm standing up, we're hunching over like that. Shoulders rounded, neck out. Oh, and down well. I was on my iPad like this. What's that gonna do? It's gonna destroy my neck, especially when I'm a child growing up. That's like such an impressionable time for your spine and your neck, and you're just gonna end up like having a posture like that. And guess what? I did. Now, I have a picture, which was a wake up call for me. Okay, not the best quality, but you'll see what I mean. Whoa! Oh my god. Now, you may say, okay, it's not the worst. This was with improvements. This is with like within my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to improve my posture. And I looked like this and I was like, that's enough. So, how did I work on my posture? Now, let me tell you, I don't think that it fixed 100%. I think always, to some extent, I will have a bit of an awkward spine, but it's light years better than what it used to be. Back in high school, I'm telling you, like my height was just completely dropped. I remember in geography class, for whatever reason, we were comparing heights, and I remember telling my friend like, yeah, I'm the same height as you, um, but I was lower. He's like, no, you're not. I stood up next to him, and I just stopped slouching, and then the people around were like, what? No way you slouched that much to where we thought that you were shorter than him. And I was like, yeah, guys, I just don't really, I don't stand up straight. It was like I was saying it like it's something cool. It's not. It's not. And I was just doing future damage that I would have to fix. Now let me tell you, what are ways that you can fix it? Now you'll hear people saying, "Oh, it's not like once it's damaged, it's over." Or you might maybe hearing people say, "Guys, posture is not nearly as important as you think. It's not gonna cause like back problems and whatever." Screw that. That's what I say. First impressions or just body language in general. Do you really want to come across like you're not confident when you're in a job interview or when you're meeting someone new, you're addressing yourself? Uh, it helps to have good posture. And if you care about being attractive, then it's a huge thing. Someone who's hunched over, you look like you feel like you're lesser than the people around you, which you should never feel. And it took years for me, honestly. I'm not saying it's an overnight thing, but there are some fast ways to correct it. But it's gonna take a while to fully be natural. Okay. In the beginning, I'm gonna get to the tips. In the beginning, I had to manually think like, okay, stand up straight, stand up straight. But at some point, it became natural. So, what are the first things that you could do? Like I mentioned, just if this is your natural posture, try your best to stand up straight. All right. Um, Something that you could use as a cue is have your shoulders up, back, and around. Okay, and your chest should be pointing towards the eyes of the person or of the people in front of you. Okay, doesn't need to be this specific, but basically like something like that. Just don't have round shoulders. Bring them back, and your chest should be up. And you don't need to do this 24/7, but do it like whenever you're out on a walk. And whenever you're sitting, it's a huge difference as well. Instead of hunching over your desk like this, try your best to follow like posture tips that they say online and all of that. Something that helped me as well was putting a pillow or something on this side of the chair. I don't have that right now, but that did help before. It just it allowed my lower back to be a bit forward, pushing my my shoulders back, my chest a bit forward. And another thing is the gym. Now, again, something that was so discouraging was seeing people say, no, guys, posture does not get fixed in the gym. Um, Now, I'm not here to argue the science behind it, the anatomy or whatever. All I'm saying is there was a very clear improvement with my posture the more I went to the gym. Now, of course, you want to do some upper body exercises, stuff with your upper chest, with your shoulders, with your rear delts. So stuff that incorporates it, like face pulls, for example, your rear delt flies, a lot of that stuff. Now, even if actually doing that exercise is not automatically fixing your posture, even if it doesn't, which I think it does help, it allows you to engage those muscles, and then all of a sudden you're more aware of your body. That helps way more than you think. That connection between your brain and your body. So like instead of like just manually thinking like this all the time, all of a sudden you're just a bit more natural with things. You know what's going on. Like, let me engage this part, let me loosen that part. Another thing is, yes, you have the upper body cue of like rolling your shoulders back, but also when you're standing up, tighten your core just a bit and engage your glutes just slightly. Again, it's gonna be really manual in the start, but if you do all of these things and you're very consistent about all of it throughout a couple years, you're gonna lose your terrible posture, and you're gonna have a more respectable one. You're gonna come across as more confident, and you'll be happier. Honestly, like this was something that I was pretty self-conscious over because I felt like I screwed myself over. I felt like, oh man, I can't believe I spent the past couple of years just going on my phone or my iPad like this and sitting down on chairs like that and thinking it's cool to do this. It's not. And I should have talked about this earlier, but another thing is I was also I wasn't very comfortable with my weight. There was a lot of fat in this section. So what did I do in high school? I would hunch over. What does that do? Creates a little pocket here, hides this area. So everything was coming together to just make me feel such like an insecure person, and you don't want to do that. Okay, let me tell you, even if you do have fat here, confidence above all. Like, have your chest up, fix your posture. Don't think that just because you are, like, even if you're not confident with your body, you should be able to just exert confidence in general. It starts from within, and then it will protrude outwards. That's my advice. Went on a little longer than planned, but I wanted to get that message out there. Hopefully the tips are helpful. Just know that you can change it. It's not something that's screwed forever if it's something that you struggle with.